It's now time for Tiger Talk with Stan Stevens and girls softball head coach Philip Carr, heard before Lady Tiger softball. Now Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens along with Coach Philip Carr, coach of Salem Tigers in the Cuba tournament. Had some issues, shorthanded still with some quarantines and without some of the girls there. Makes it kind of tough, but the Tigers did not play their best ball over the weekend.
No, definitely not. Neelyville has a good team, and they typically win that Cuba tournament. This year, Cuba won it, but Cuba beat Neelyville 4-3. Cuba beat Neelyville 4-3, but Neelyville had a nice team, but, they had 3 earned runs out of 12. We lost 12-3. Offensively, we've got to get something going in the back half. It's pretty much been a constant for us. At one time, I think we're somewhere around 2 for 53 with 3 players. It's hard to win. It's hard to get rallies. Hard to get big innings. That's typically why. If you look at our scores, we've scored 4 or 5 runs. Mm-hmm. And then if you score only 4 or 5 runs, your pitching has to be stellar, and your defense has to be solid. And that hasn't happened either. We had 7 errors against Neelyville, and then in the St. James game we had 6.
When you look at that, and unfortunately, when you're having a bad day, it's really a bad day when you're going to have 3 games that day, and you know as well as I do, Coach. And as soon as you make an error, all of a sudden you're starting to try and squeeze the heck out of the ball, and it just gets worse a lot of times because you can't relax. Because when you make 1 mistake, you end up making 2, then you end up making 3, and then you start to think about it, and then your day is just really shot.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what happened. Credit to the girls. They kept, they kept chattering in the dugout. They didn't quit, but which is hard not to when with some of the things that we pulled off was kind of unbelievable. But once again, we've talked about how quarantine, and at some point in time you got to quit making excuses. But in our sport, like our quarantine kids are missing 10 ball games.
Yeah.
In football, you might miss 2. But in our sport, you miss a bunch. And then it's just like, we've lost 5 in a row. And we still got 5 games to play, and they're still playing, before players start coming back. So, you can get on a negative roll, and that's where we are. But once again, you still got to make plays, in order to, in the damage and the heartache, and we didn't do it. And then you've got, we got to get more offense going somewhere. We've got to find. I felt like it wasn't like pitching in the Cuba tournament was overpowering. We're really struggling hitting change-ups and slow pitches to the outside, and so that's what we spent all of our time on Friday, was doing that. But once again, my right fielder was playing third base. I've got my shortstop had to pitch some. My second baseman had to go to center field, and then I also ended up having to move my third baseman first base. It's not. We all know that if you can set your lineup, you've seen it in baseball as well. If you can set your lineup and people's not playing multiple positions, typically your defensive percentage is a whole lot better. And still not an excuse to make 7 errors and 6 errors in a game, because that's just way too many, regardless where you're playing.
One of the things, and we've talked about this many times, Coach, is the compactness of the sports schedules for softball and baseball in both the fall and in the spring, because there's not a lot of time, obviously, before graduation in the spring. And in the fall, you kind of try and compact it into that first week in October. And, you start now that they move school back a little bit for some of these schools, Coach, that actually lost you a week of time that you were playing softball before. So now you're cramming it into 5 weeks of time, and you get quarantined, and you got 2 weeks out of that. That's almost impossible to come back from.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, and it's like I said, this is 2 times in a row it's happened to us, 2 consecutive years, and honestly, I would rather, if my team was going to get quarantined, it would be after we started games, because then you can move games back and get as many of them in as possible. But when you're quarantined both years within that first 3 weeks of getting your team ready, I don't think there's anything worse than that. And I found that out because you never get those reps back. Your opponents had those reps. And, we're playing game 4 and the other team's playing game 10. And it's just a tough situation. Right. And we all know that unless you've just got a ton of experience in a really good ball club, and even most of the time it has an impact on really good teams, is you always got problems that show up early in the season. And but we've had very limited time to work on them. And, this game's a mental sport. And some of our girls, you hit, it's a repetition sport, then you're out 10 days, and then you come back and start hitting again, you're playing games.
Right.
It's difficult, and, and this is a mental sport, and some of our players that didn't come out of the gates hitting well have let it get to them mentally and can't let it go, and until they let it go, they're not going to probably have as much success as we'd like for them to have, But, I just, our mental approach to the plate, what I'm trying to get the girls to do is, especially in the back end, is want the bat in your hands, want to drive in runs. We're looking for walks, not driving in runs. And, we've struck out looking way too many times on a 3-2 pitch. If you got the mentality that you're there to hit and drive in runs, you don't take that strike. You may go down swinging, but you sure don't take it looking.
And a lot of that comes just from, obviously, the lack of practice, and they don't feel comfortable. And then, Coach, then all of a sudden, as you mentioned, it's a mental game. Then you're afraid to swing, and the next thing you know, you take that out in the field with you, and then it just compounds the problem.
Oh, yeah. You can't take your offense out with your defense, and I feel like, we've done that as well at times. And it's just, we're just not playing how we're capable of playing. And that's the most disappointing thing is that, we have some issues, but we're better than we're playing. I do know that much. And we haven't got a lot of breaks. But that's how things go when you're losing. Yeah. Those things are magnified. I don't know how many bloop singles I've seen teams hit against us in our first 9 games where we've had very few. Swinging bunts and things like that. When Micah makes good pitches, it seems like teams find a way to get a couple flares to drop or whatever. But see, that's the difference, and I keep trying to drive the point home to our girls is, but see, they're putting the bat on the ball.
Right.
They are not striking out. We're striking out too much. Sometimes you get flares to fall. Sometimes people kick it around. You have to put the ball in play. And so our strikeouts are a lot higher than they were at this point in time. Pitchers' ERA is higher. Team batting average is lower. Fielding percentage is way lower. Those are, we shouldn't be surprised what our record is, when I bring up those statistics.
Yeah. So you're taking the Lebanon Lady Yellow Jackets today, Coach, and Lebanon usually has a pretty good ball team. I know we've beaten them in the past, but, they're coming in town. Salem right now, on that, as you mentioned, a 5-game losing streak to take on Lebanon, and this is going to be a tough game to try and break that losing streak with, but that's why you go and play the game, right?
That's right. Yeah, and you're correct. Lebanon's always going to, a school their size is always going to have good pitching. It's like that was what was so disappointing about, we went down and we pulled out a win at Waynesville, and they have a good pitcher, and we had a pretty good defensive night, and Micah pitched pretty well and got some big outs for us, and we got a big win, and we're 3-1, and then boom, quarantine. and then we haven't won a game since that happened. So, we've got to find a way to basically do with Lebanon what we did with Waynesville. Is we've got, we're scoring just around 4 or 5 runs a game. So obviously our defense and our and our hitting has got to be at least sharp enough to score there, and Mike's is going to have to throw and hit spots and keep us in the ball game. I mean, right now I think Lebanon's 4-3, so they've had some cancellations as well. But they also play a really tough schedule. Right. They're playing bigger schools. They're playing Kickapoo, and they're playing Parkview, and they're playing Willard and Camdenton, and so I don't know how they played in the Branson tournament over the weekend, and I haven't talked to Coach Crum, so I don't know how they did there, but what we have to do is show it. We just got to try to be solid. Even if we lose the game, I guess there's no such thing as a good loss, but still at the same time, you can accept a loss more when you did all you could. You played solid ball. We're not doing that, and that's what I'm looking for right now.
All right, Coach. Well, the best of luck today against the Lady Yellow Jackets of Lebanon. Good luck, Coach.
All right. Thanks, Sam.
Stay tuned. Tiger Softball. It is next.
Thank you for joining us for Tiger Talk with Stan Stevens and girls softball head coach Philip Carr. Now stay tuned for Lady Tiger Softball coming up next.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Taxmasters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Taxmasters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Live on Twitch, streaming on YouTube, posting on Facebook, It's KSMO. This broadcast of Salem Tiger softball is being brought to you by our proud sponsors that include the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, American Family Insurance, Calvin Malone Agent, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Southtown Furniture, and State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent. Thanks to these sponsors, it's now time for Salem Tiger Sports, right here on KSMO.
To the Salem City Park for softball action between Salem and Lebanon. As the Lady Tigers warm up a little bit and get ready for it, Micah Bobbitt taking her warm-up tosses. She'll be caught by Denise Stoner. And at first base, Savannah Manthe today. Kristen Howell will be at third. Ashton Bowers will play shortstop, and at second base, it's Avery Bettigrew. Out in left field, Kennedy Chapman. In right field, it will be Olivia Hensley. And in center, it'll be Andrea Bray. For the Lebanon Lady Yellow Jackets, it'll be Cameron Luthi to lead things off. Katie Schneider will be batting second, and she'll be doing the catching. Reagan McGowan will be at shortstop batting third. Taylor Rodden will be at first base in the cleanup spot. Brooklyn O'Kane will be at third base, batting fifth. Neva King will be the designated player today. And then Gracie Waterman will be in right field. McKinley Rodden will be in center field. And Kaylin Wilbanks left field. And then the flex player will be Peyton Jewell. She will be at second base. About ready to get this one underway here on KSMO Media. Welcome to the game. Stan Stevens and our video crew here at the Salem City Park press box. And we hope you will enjoy the contest today. We actually got a little bit of a breeze almost blowing directly in at times. Also sometimes blowing directly to Salem Tiger dugout. So in from right field or in from center field has been pretty much prevailing wind here so far today. It's not a great big wind, but occasionally it does gust up to about 10 to 15 miles an hour. So Luthi will stand in. Luthi will be doing the pitching today. Right-handed batter stands in. The first pitch is a pop fly down the left field line. Bowers goes out, but that's going to fall for a base hit. Getting it back in quickly for the Lady Tigers will be Chapman, but a leadoff single by Luthi. Ball just eluded Bowers and fell in front of Chapman coming in. So a leadoff single for the Lebanon Lady Yellow Jackets. They're in their black pants with the gold stripe, also the honeycomb type of design on their jerseys with the gold piping, etc. There's a pitch on the outside corner. And the yellow belt to go with the black helmet with the insignias of all conferences. Salem Tigers in their home navy blues with the Carolina socks, Carolina caps on the jerseys, and Carolina blue numbers. The pitch, there's a little line drive up the middle, and that is going to sneak through for a base hit. That was off the fist. Again, two very soft hits to start the game out. That one by Katie Schneider, and Reagan McGowan will stand in. It'll be first and second, nobody out. That ball off the fist just got past Bowers. And so McGowan will stand in. Should be playing shortstop today. Bobbitt in trouble already in his first inning, but again, two soft singles here to start things out. That one's high with a change. Lady Tigers have been bitten by quarantines and continue to try and fight their way through that. As McGowan waits, the pitch coming from Bobbitt. Here it is, and there's a little pop fly back. That's going to get out of play as Stoner takes a look. It's going to get on top of the press box, as you may have heard. McGowan gets back in. Straight away in the outfield, fairly deep in center for the hitter. Number 3 in the order, Reagan Mcgowan. And the pitch comes home. There's a foul off to the right side out of play. 1-2 the count. We're in the first inning. The first two have reached a soft little pop fly single down the left field line. And then Katie Schneider with a soft off the fifth single up the middle that just eked its way through the infield. And a 1-2 pitch. Here it comes, and a little bit high. 2-2. McGowan waits from the right side. She's up just a smidge in that front right-handed batter's box, and the pitch comes home and a pop-up. Stoner has a chance at it and makes the catch. Good job by Denise to get rid of the mask and get it far enough away so she doesn't trip over it, and Taylor Rodden will stand in. Taylor will be playing first base today. 2 on, 1 out now. Right-handed batter in the front part of that batter's box. And Micah Bobbitt gets the sign, brings it home. That pitch is just up a little bit to Taylor Rodden. Wind picking up a little bit, blowing directly in behind the pitcher. That might make that ball do a few things. We've got some scattered clouds out there. The pitch, there's a line drive up the middle. That's a solid single. Coming on and scoring is Luthi for Lebanon to make it 1-0 on the RBI single by Taylor Rodden. 1-0 Lebanon, and Schneider pulled up at second base. Bray got it back in quickly as she could, but no way of getting Luthi, who came home easy. So Brooklyn O'Kane, their third baseman, stands in. Brooklyn also a right-handed batter, right on top of that plate. Now backs up just a smidge. Facing Micah Bobbitt, that pitch is high, ball 1. Tigers fell all 3 games over the weekend and now lost 5 straight since getting a 3-1 record with that win over Waynesville. A couple of quarantines have not helped the situation. The pitch comes home. That's a strike right at the letters. At second base, it's Schneider. At first base, it's Taylor Rodden. Manthe at first base. Howell at third. As the pitch comes home, pop fly into short center field. Actually, not even going to make it that far as Bowers gets out there. Wind kind of blew that one back, and Bowers takes it right behind the second base bag. So the pop-up just died in the outfield. So have to watch that wind a little stronger than it might look right now. 2 down for Neva King. King is the designated hitter. Batting from the right side. And she grounds this one right on the bag at first. Manthe stops it, picks it up, and steps on the bag. 3 unassisted. 1 run on 3 hits. There was no errors. 2 girls left. We played a half inning. The Lebanon Lady Yellow Jackets won. The Salem Tigers coming to bat. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Color the flowers. That's just the whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you.
Thank you. There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Dent County history.
We are going to the bottom of the first inning, and it will be For the Salem Lady Tigers to lead it off, Denise Stoner, followed by Andrea Bray, and then Savannah Manthe. Tigers will be facing a very good pitcher in Cameron Luthi. Luthi, a right-hander. She can change speed. She's got a good curveball, and she's got a pretty doggone good fastball when she lets it go. She has an inside spin and an outside spin that she uses. On that fastball, some it's like a four-seamer and a two-seamer. When you hear that, one of them rises a little bit, one kind of sinks and dives in. So we'll see how that all plays out today here as we continue to play. Just waiting for the Lebanon Lady Yellow Jackets, who are huddling on the mound, to go through their little ritual.
Hitting for the Salem Lady Tigers, we have Denise Stoner.
So Stoner will stand in. 1-0 Lebanon on an RBI single by Taylor Roden. Stoner, who has hit very well here at Salem, stands in. Very, very quick. They play her very shallow. The pitch comes in, and there's a line drive foul off the fence down the right field side. Lady Tigers will be off till Thursday after this game. They get a little break and a little practice time in. They will be on the road Thursday. And there's a grounder towards short. Taken there by McGowan to throw across is in time. One down. 6-3 on that putout. And Andrea Bray will stand in. Bray playing center field today, so a lot of players in different positions. So our Lady Softball Tigers will be at Dora. That'll be Thursday, 4:30 at Dora. And the pitch, Chapter down the third base line. That's going to be a tough play, though the first is going to be in time to get Bray. Good job there by Brooklyn O'Kane. 5-3 on that putout. Good defense, can't beat it. And right there, little swinging bunt by Bray, and O'Kane came in and made a nice throw. Savannah Manthe will stand in. Quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Lebanon. Cameron Luthi looks in, gets the sign, brings it. There's a line drive and caught by the shortstop. I think it was 3 pitches, had 3 outs, as 6 unassisted on the line drive by Savannah Manthe. She hit that ball right on the nose, but right at Reagan Mcgowan. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Down in order go the Lady Tigers as we go to the top of the second inning with Lebanon on top by a score of 1-0. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
To the second inning we go. It's the Lebanon Lady Yellow Jackets. Gracie Waterman standing in. She's playing right field today. She'll be followed by McKinley Roden and Kaylin Wilbanks. So standing in is Waterman. Gracie, right-handed batter. Off the plate a little bit. She waits for the first pitch from Micah Bobbitt. And here it comes. Foul straight back and over the press box. Waterman playing right field today. Pushes the hair back behind her neck as the wind blowing today, moving that hair around. Bobbitt assigned, gets it ready. Here comes. There's a pop fly right side and out of play over the dugout. Savannah Manthe gives it a chase, but runs out of room. Quickly 0-2 here in the second inning. Waterman back in. Holds that bat right on her shoulder with her hands close to her chest. Now brings them back out. And the pitch high. 1-2. Tigers on the infield, kind of tight on the base pass. Waterman's got some speed. And straight away in the outfield as the pitch from Bobbitt is on its way. There's a high fly ball to center field. Coming in is Bray. Coming in is Bray. She can't get there. And it falls in for a base hit. That wind's knocking the ball down. And Andrea out there kept coming in but just couldn't get there in time. Ball falls for another one of those soft singles that Lebanon has had here in this game. Just a little pop fly into center field, but Bray couldn't get there. And Bowers gave it a run, but she's playing in a hole. It's short. Just couldn't get out there as well. So McKinley Roden will stand in, batting from the left side. Hangs out over that plate with that handle. And the pitch from Bobbitt. Outside and low. This kind of hitter, you almost have to pitch right in on their hand, right where they're standing, with that hand out over the plate. Right now, that end of that bat standing right over the plate, and there's a strike. That's a perfect pitch right there. Can't really do much with it. Waterman at first base, nobody down as Roden stands back in. Sunshine abundant. The pitch, there's a line drive right at Howell, and the throw to first is a double play. Oh, it will be a double play. It is now. The line drive out by Roden, and that turns into a DP, 5-3 on the double play. So very, very fortunate for the Lady Tigers, but Roden trying to go down the third base line. Howell snared it, throws across. Manthe dropped it but picked it up as Waterman was standing at second base, so she had plenty of time to get back to the bag. And now Wilbanks calls time. A little bit of breeze, kicked the dust up. Gets back in. Crowds that plate. As Bobbitt gets ready, brings it in. That's high. Ball one. We're in the top of the second inning. 1-0 Lebanon. And the pitch coming home. Little pop fly down the left field line. That's going to twist foul, and the wind blew it right off to the fence. You can watch that ball getting blown by the wind. 1-1 the count. 2 down here in the second inning. 1-0 Lady Yellow Jackets. Wilbanks back in. Left-handed batter. Kaylin waits, and here comes the pitch from Bobbitt. Inside corner, right underneath those hands as these left-handers are hanging out over that plate. Trying to get something out over the plate that they can drive, and right there, Micah put that pitch in a perfect location right underneath their hands. Choking up now a little bit, it's Wilbanks. And the 1-2 coming home, and there's a line drive just off the glove over to short right field. Getting it back in for the Lady Tigers is Hensley. She wanted to come in and throw to first as that ball went off the glove of Avery Bettigrew. Well, that'll be a base hit. And Cameron Luthi will stand in. Luthi got a little pop fly single down the left field line. Now is back in the first inning, leading things off. Pitch from Bobbitt. In the dirt, runner going, no play there. Stolen base. Ball in the dirt, and Stoner dug it out. Cameron Luthi back into the box.
Pitch comes home. There's a high pop-up toward the dugout and over the dugout. 1-1, 2 down here in the top of the second inning. For the Lady Tigers in the second inning, it'll be Bowers, Howell, and Howard. They're down 1-0 to Lebanon. Stoner to the sign. Bobbitt brings it in. It's low. And Will Banks trying to dance around out there to bait Stoner into throwing the ball. Denise did not. 2-1. Here comes the pitch from Bobbitt. Just inside and low. 3-1. They play this hitter. 2 pull just a little bit, and there's a ball on the ground, and that's a walk. As that ball came out of Bobbitt's hand and looked like a bowling ball. As she went to keep it low, and standing in will be Katie Schneider. Schneider got a little off the fist line drive single in the first inning. Katie gets back in to the box. Crowds at plate. Has a little bit of an open stance with the knee buckled. Left foot angled back in. Let's a little pop fly off the fist, and that is going to fall. And Tigers have trouble picking it up. A run's going to score, and now Bettigrew throws it in after the fact on a little single on the infield by Katie Schneider. And that's an RBI, and it makes it 2-0. So some seeing eye singles. They're not hitting the ball very hard, but they're getting the results. The walk to Luthi didn't help. And standing in is Reagan McGowan. She popped out to Stoner her first time. 2-0 Lebanon. We're in the second inning. Bobbitt ready, brings it, foul straight back. Ball was up, she was hacking at it. One strike, 2 down. Runners at first and third. The pitch, foul off to the side. That ball up in the eyes of Reagan McGowan. At third base, Cameron Luthi. At first base, Katie Schneider. Bobbitt looks in, a sign from Stoner. Here comes, swing and a miss. Struck her out on a fastball. And down goes the Lebanon Lady Yellow Jackets, but not before they get 1 run on a total of 3 hits. There was no errors, and again, 2 girls left. We've now played an inning and a half. It's the Lady Yellow Jackets of Lebanon 2, Salem Tigers nothing. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
There's end of summer savings at K&H Supply in Salem. Get Turtle Wax Ceramic Wash and Wax or Ceramic Spray Coating, $13.99 each. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner for $4.99 and Purple Power Hand Cleaner for $2.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
It's Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Radio. We will be off until Thursday night when our Lady Tigers will come home for the volleyball Lady Tigers, that is, and they'll be taking on the Willow Springs Lady Bears, and we'll have that contest right here on KSMO Media for you. Again, that'll be Thursday night. That'll be on radio and on the stream. So we hope you'll join us for that right here on KSMO Media. Now we'll be on our Twitch channel as well as YouTube and Facebook. Glad you're joining us wherever you might be listening into or watching from. As Ashton Bowers will stand in. Bowers, right-handed batter, has hit well at home. As Cameron Luthi looks for the sign from the bench. She's being caught by Katie Schneider. As the pitch comes in, that's low and inside. Over at first base, it's Taylor Roden. At third base, it's Brooklyn O'Kane. At shortstop, Reagan McGowan. And it's right at the second base position is Peyton Jewell. The 1-0. High fly ball in the left center field. Going back, and that ball takes one hop to the fence. Bowers is going to end up with a double. Ball just kept going and going and going. I thought that maybe the left fielder, Wilbanks, had a beat on it, but the ball just kept carrying over her head. And one hop the fence for a leadoff double for Ashton Bowers. Getting back to those positions, I mentioned Wilbanks in left, Roden in center, and Waterman in right field. And that's the lineup defensively for the Lebanon Lady Jackets. And I don't know if we had the second baseman needed to get different glove or other paraphernalia. I think it's actually a face mask you went and got. Standing in, Howell waits. That's a strike with a good fastball. Kristen Howell playing third base. Cheating in there is O'Kane. Runner at second. They bunch the Tiger hitters towards center field, leaving the lines wide open, both right and left. Pitch to Howell. Wants to bunt. Does. Lays it down. O'Kane gets it. The throw to first is in time. Now throw back to third, and back on the bag is Bowers as she went down to third base. So Howell, 5-3 on the putout, and Kayla Howard will stand in.
At the plate, we have Kayla Howard.
Howard, right-handed batter. And the pitch way high. Schneider looked down third. Saw Bowers creeping away, but didn't try and throw down there to O'Kane. 2-0 Lebanon. We're in the bottom of the second inning. A pitch to Howard. A little umpher off the fist, but that's going to go foul. Hit fair and then trickled foul with the spin. That was right off the handle. Howard, the designated player today. As the pitch comes home, inside and low. 2-1. Bowers at third base. Infield in a little bit. Lebanon with a 2-0 lead. Luthi brings it. There's a foul straight back by Howard. In center field, it's Roden playing very shallow, as well as in left and in right, somewhat shallow, but more normal positions. And the pitch from Luthi, inside and low on a straight change. 3-2. Bowers at third base. Kennedy Chapman is on deck. Howard waits, right-handed batter. Luthi ready. The sign. Here's the pitch. Way high and away. Ball four, runner trying to score. She is out. Schneider got the bounce off the metal behind home plate and was able to beat Bowers to the plate. So Howard gets the walk on the high pitch, and Bowers out 2 unassisted on the wild pitch. So Kennedy Chapman is now at the home plate with 2 down. Good scoring chance for Salem, eliminated there. And the pitch comes in, a swing and a miss. Bowers got a good jump, but Schneider got the good bounce. And when it came back to her, they only had to take about 3 steps and dive, and the umpire, as long as she held on to the ball, called Bowers out. And there's a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to get, oh, that doesn't get through. What a play by McGowan. Diving to her left. She snared it and then just tagged the bag at second base. So Chapman robbed by McGowan here, and the play forcing Howard at second base, and that is 6 unassisted as Chapman reaches on the fielder's choice. But no runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We've now played 2. It's 11-2 to Lady Tigers nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Lady Tiger softball, and you're listening to it and you're watching it on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
To the top of the third we go as Taylor Roden will stand in. She drove in a run with a base hit back in the first inning. Right-handed batter waits as the pitch comes in from Bobbitt. High and outside. Nice day here at the Salem City Park. We do know that cooler weather is coming in, so be prepared for that, as the first day of fall will be Wednesday. Pitch. There's a line drive into left field, and snared there by Kennedy Chapman. That ball was ripped by Roden, but Chapman with a good jump got over to her left and snared it for the first out. Brooklyn O'Kane will stand in. Roden crushed that ball, and that ball was on a line heading toward the fence. It would not have gone over, but I'll tell you what, heck of a play made by Kennedy Chapman, moving to her left. O'Kane stands in. She popped out to the shortstop her first time. That pitch up and in, ball 1. Popped out to Bowers. Bob at the sign from Stoner looks in. That pitch a little bit low, 2-0. We're in the third inning, 2-0 Lebanon. 1 run in the first, 1 run in the second. Bobbitt ready. Pitching from that first base side of the pitching rubber, and here it comes. It's a little bit low, ball 3. Trying to take something off that pitch. Brooklyn O'Kane. She waits. Right-handed batter. The pitch. That's a strike. Right there on the outside corner. Bobbitt ready. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Took a little something off. Had her out in front. Three and 2 the count. 1 down here in the third inning. And the pitch comes home. High fly ball to center field. Bray almost in her tracks. Makes the catch. And Neva King will stand in. King also batting from the right side, grounded out right down the line, and Savannah Manthe was able to knock that ball down right at the bag, pick it up, step on the bag to retire her to end the first inning. The pitch, fly ball in the center. Bray has to take another step, makes the catch, and that retires the side. Lebanon down in order, 1, 2, 3 here in the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning with the score, the Lady Yellow Jackets 2, the Lady Tigers 0. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital is a full-service hospital that features a 24/7 emergency room and a family clinic with several providers for all of your primary care needs. The Salem Hospital has been diligently addressing community needs by expanding their physical and occupational therapy facility and adding a new state-of-the-art 3D mammography machine, as well as a sleep disorder center. Salem Memorial District Hospital, your first choice for local, high-quality health care at an affordable price. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
So we go to the bottom of the third inning. Salem Tigers trailing at 2-0 will send up Avery Bettigrew, Olivia Hensley, and in the top of the order, Denise Stoner. Double by Ashton Bowers wasted in that second inning as she tried to score on a wild pitch. Ball took an unfortunate hop for the Lady Tigers. Bounced right back to their catcher, Schneider, who turned around, was able to dive and get Bowers diving into home plate. So Bettigrew, playing second base today, will stand in from the right side. Avery will stand in. Nothing like a little dust blowing. And there's plenty of that today. Pitch comes home, and Bettigrew fouls it off towards the Lebanon dugout. Very shallow for Bettigrew. And again, kind of bunched toward the middle. As Cameron Luthi gets the sign, brings it, swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Cheating in is O'Kane at third base, just in case. The pitch. Strike three call. Bettigrew called out on strikes. That is the first strikeout for Luthi. And Olivia Hensley will stand in.
At the plate, we have Olivia Hensley.
Hensley standing in, right-handed batter. Pitch comes home. That's high and away. Hensley back in with the right side. Wiggles that bat as pitch comes home. Down inside and low. Hensley playing right field today. Cameron Luthi with a 2-0 count. Foul by Hensley over towards the Lebanon dugout. Got around late on that pitch. 2-1. One down here in the bottom of the third inning. 2-0 Lebanon. Don't forget on KSMO, Cardinals and Brewers tonight, right after the game, right here on KSMO. The pitch, that's a strike on the outside corner. Hensley looked a little overmatched on that one, like she wasn't expecting that pitch. Olivia back in. 2-2 from Luthi. Here it comes. There's a pop fly down the right side. That might fall, but no, a good play made by the tall first baseman, Taylor Roden. She reached back, got that ball going over her head for the out. And it'll be Denise Stoner standing in. 2 down here in the third. 3 in a row set down now by Luthi. Keeps looking in the dugout for signs. As the pitch comes to Stoner, outside, just missed a corner. 1-0. 4-11, it'll be the bottom 3 in their order in the 4th inning. 2-0, Lady Yellow Jackets. Pitch to Denise. Here's a smash towards short. McGowan has it to the first in time to retire the side. 6-3 on the putout. 1, 2, 3 down in order. Go the Lady Tigers in the third. We will go at the top of the 4th inning with the score 11-2, Salem nothing. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Taxmasters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Taxmasters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
To the top of the 4th inning we go. It will be Gracie Waterman, McKinley Roden, and Kaylin Wilbanks. 2-0 Lady Jackets. An RBI single in the first inning by Taylor Roden and an RBI single by Kaylin Wilbanks in the second. I'm sorry. Make that Katie Schneider in the second. Wilbanks the one who scored that run. Top of the 4th, 2-0 Lady Yellow Jackets.
At the plate, we have Gracie Waterman.
Bobbitt ready to go, so is Stoner. She gives the sign. Micah's ready, and the first pitch comes in. High and away, ball 1. Breeze continues to blow in almost directly from center field. As the pitch to Waterman is on its way from Micah Bobbitt. Here it is, and a swing and a miss. Jammed her up and in, and it's 1-1 to count. Lady Tigers of Salem will be at Dora Thursday. For non-conference action. Of course, all games in the fall now, non-conference action. Their next home game, by the way, will be against Dixon on the 27th, which will be next Monday. The pitch, that's low, 3-1. And then next Tuesday on the 28th, we're going to try it again. We're going to try another double header. Lady Tiger softball and then Lady Tiger volleyball. Should be interesting. A 3-1 and a pop fly foul over the dugout of the Lebanon Lady Yellow Jackets. As Micah Bobbitt reties her left shoe, or spike, I should say. Three and two, nobody down. Gracie Waterman at the plate. She singled her first time, was doubled off in the second. And the pitch from Bobbitt. Here it comes. High and driving a deep left field. Going back, and oh, nice catch made by Kennedy Chapman. That ball hung up a little bit in the wind. And Kennedy went back, made a nice play. Ball was hit well, but died in the outfield by the wind. just kind of holding things up. And Kennedy with a good over-the-shoulder catch. And there's one down. McKinley Roden stands in. She was hit into a double play her first time. The pitch, that's a little bit high. Roden lined one right at the third baseman, Kristen Howell, and threw across to Manthea to get the double play as Waterman was trying to steal second. That was a pretty easy double play. The pitch, down low, ball 2. And one hit the dirt in front of the plate. Roden standing out over that plate. That handle is actually on the plate area. It's actually a strike on the bottom of that knob. There's a ground ball towards Howell off her glove and into left field. That'll be an error. So Roden hit a 2-hopper that Howell couldn't handle. Kayla Wilbanks will stand in.
At the plate, we have Kayla Wilbanks.
Wilbanks single, stole a bag back in the second inning. Ended up scoring that run. A pitch that's low, but called a strike. Wilbanks not very tall, so that strike zone changes a little bit. Wind again blowing in. About 15-mile-an-hour breeze. The pitch, trying to bunts foul. And it's 0-2. We're in the top of the 4th inning. 2-0 Lebanon. Runner at first base, 1 down. Wilbanks gets back in. The error on Howell allowed the runner to reach. And now Wilbanks with a 0-2 count waits. Bobbitt the sign from Stoner. Brings it home. That's just low and outside with a fastball. And Wilbanks did not chase. Wilbanks back in. The pitch comes home. There's a ground ball towards first base, and that's going to be a base hit as nobody could get to it. Infield single, as I mentioned. Lebanon's had a lot of these soft hits. Luthi to start the game, a little pop fly in the left field line. Schneider off the fist, and then little pop fly by Roden down the first base line, brought in a run. So some really soft hits today against Bobbitt. Now the top of the order. Cameron Luthi standing in. 2 on, 1 out, the pitch. There's a smash right at the second baseman. Picks it up out at second base as Bendiger knocked it down and just flipped it over to Bowers. Trying to think about 2, but Luthi too fast to get there. She reaches on the fielder's choice as the out 4-6 at second base. McKinley Roden down to third base, so it's first and third, 2 down for Katie Schneider. Schneider has a couple of hits in this game. Pitch by Bobbitt. Strike on the outside corner. Runner stealing second. Will get down there without a play. Oh, and 1 to count to Katie Schneider. And now time called by Schneider. Waterman started it with a fly out, an error on Howell. A base hit by Wilbanks on the infield. Fielder's choice hit into by Luthi makes it first and third for Katie Schneider. And a pitch, high foul off to the right side. 0-2. It'd be Bray, Manthey, and Bowers for Salem in the 4th. They trail it 2-0 at this moment. Bobbitt trying to get Schneider and keep it right there. Runners at second and third, and the 0-2 pitch comes home. It's high. Tried to get her to chase. She did not. They give Schneider right center. Bobbitt looks down, looks in, gets the sign from Stoner. And the 1-2 way high. Nice snare there by Denise Stoner, going way up on the ladder to get that one. 2-2. Behind her is Reagan Mcgowan. Time called again by Schneider. She gets back in. At third base, that's Roden. Luthi at second. The pitch, that's high, ball 3. Took a little something off that one. Three and 2 now. It was 0-2, now 3-2. And the pitch coming to Katie Schneider. Here it is. And a little line drive right at Bowers. Little humpback liner. And that retires the side. No runs. 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We've now played 3.5. To the bottom of the 4th we go. It's the Salem Lady Tigers trailing the Lady Yellow Jackets of Lebanon 2-0. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
To the bottom of the 4th we go, 2-0 Lebanon. Don't forget to tell all your friends that we're streaming these Lady Tiger games, whether it be volleyball or softball. Many times you'll see these games on our Facebook page called KSMO Stream. Also on our Twitch page, which is on our website at ksmoradio.com, and on YouTube. And you can go to our website and find any 3 of those streams from our website at ksmoradio.com. Also listening to it on 1340 AM. Your Ozark sports leader. Speaking of that, we got Cards baseball on the radio coming up immediately following this game from Milwaukee. So Andrea Bray will stand in. Bray, right-handed batter. Facing Cameron Luthi. They cheat in the outfield. A pitch, that's outside, ball 1. Manthe and Bowers to follow in this 4th inning. Pitch, slow pop fly towards third, and making the catch is okay. 1 down. Mandy will stand in. She lined out to McGowan back in the 1st inning. She crushed that ball, but McGowan able to pick it off the ground. Pitch comes home. That's a fastball high. Cameron Luthi on the hill for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Gets the sign from the bench. Brings it home. Foul straight back by Manthe. Bowers waits on deck, then Kristen Howell. 2-0 Lebanon with runs in the 1st and 2nd. The pitch comes home. There's a high pop-up on the infield. McGowan calls for it. Makes that catch. 2 pop-outs here in the 4th inning. And Bowers, who doubled off the left center field fence on 1 hop, will stand in. Ashton Bowers, right-handed batter. She waits the pitch, high and outside. Nobody on, 2 down here in the 4th inning. 6 in a row set down by Luthi. As the pitch comes home, Bowers chops it in the hole. Nice cutoff there by O'Kane to throw to first in time to get the speedy Bowers. 5-3 on the putout. Down in order go the Lady Tigers. 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Still Lebanon 2, Salem nothing. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Perfect. The color, the flowers. The whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
To the top of the 5th we go. It will be Reagan Mcgowan, Taylor Roden, and Brooklyn O'Kane. 2-0 Lady Yellow Jackets. Tomorrow, well actually tonight, our Salem Lady Volleyball Tigers will be at St. James. 9th grade match at 5. JV to follow. And then the varsity match at St. James. And tomorrow, the Lady Tigers volleyball team will be at Kabul, take on the Bulldogs. Pitch comes home way high to McGowan. McGowan is struck out, popped out. 1-0 to count. Top of the 5th, just 2-0. Lebanon Lady Jackets. There's a pop fly. And Stoner with a nice play to get out there down the 3rd base line. So McGowan got jammed and popped out again to the catcher. And Taylor Roden, who has hit the ball hard twice, well, hit the ball hard once and got a little pop fly single behind first base, stands in. She crushed the ball to left field that Chapman made a nice running catch onto her left. The pitch, there's a high pop-up short left center field, and backing out is Bowers to make that catch. Didn't quite get to the grass. Again, the wind blowing directly in, holding a lot of these balls up. That, again, evident right there. That ball was probably been into the grass, but ended up falling about 8 feet short. And Brooklyn O'Kane will stand in. Quickly 2 down here in the 5th. Kane has flown out twice. Once to center and one pop out to Ashton Bowers at short. Kane, right-handed batter. Bob it ready, the sign. Brings it in. Fly ball into right center field. Back and throwing her hat off and making the catch is Hensley. Hensley threw that cap off but made the catch, and that retires the side. Down in order goes the Lady Yellow Jackets in the 5th inning. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 2-0 Lebanon. Back in a minute. It's Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Dent County history. Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
To the bottom of the fifth we go. It will be Kristen Howell, Kayla Howard, and Kennedy Chapman standing in. Howell got a sacrifice bunt her first time up to get Bowers over to third and takes a strike. Coach Philip Carr down at third base. Darcy Reardon down at first for the Lady Tigers. Pitch, it hit her in the kind of the ankle. And Kristen will take first base. That breaks the string of 7 in a row by Cameron Luthi. Here's Kayla Howard. As a little wind stirs up more dust here in the arid parts of Arizona. Not quite the dust storms that Ben was telling me about. Did whip up a little dust here. Pitch to Howard. That's high with a fastball. Throw to first, and getting back was Howell. Kind of hesitated for a second. Didn't know if she saw the catcher throw the ball that way, but she was back easily. Outfield has spread out a little bit more for Kayla Howard. As the pitch comes home, that's high, 2-0. Kennedy Chapman's on deck. Tigers trailing at 2-0. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning, getting late. Nobody down, runner at first base. That's Kristen Howell. She was hit by a pitch. And the pitch to Howard, smash fouled on the third base side. Two and one to count. This Friday night, Salem Tigers will be at Ava in football action to take on the Bears. Hope you can come down and support the Tigers, but if you can't, you can watch it on KSMO Media here on KSMOradio.com, our KSMO Stream Facebook page, and on YouTube. The pitch, strike to Howard on the inside corner. It's 2-2. Kayla Howard, right-handed batter, the DP today, designated player. Luthi ready to sign. The pitch comes home. Swing and a foul. Trying to jam her with that inside fastball. Able to foul it back and stay alive. Nobody out here in the fifth inning. Runner at first base. Howell has shown no signs of trying to steal a bag. Pitch now to Howard. Here it is. That's high. Ball 3. Throw to first base and in back easily is Howell. Three and two. Nobody down. The pitch. Strike 3 call. Runner going. Throw to second. Not in time. Goes off a glove into right field, but Howell will stay at second base. So Howard goes down swinging. That's just a second strikeout for Luthi. And Kennedy Chapman stands in. She reached on a fielder's choice.
At the plate, we have Kennedy Chapman.
And it's not just any ordinary fielder's choice. That's the one McGowan dove up the middle, got the glove on, and then reached out and tagged the bag with her hand to get a force out there. Chapman waits the pitch. That's way high with a fastball. Howell at second base, one down. Tying run at the plate. Sun becoming a bit of a factor on the left side of the infield. A pitch, chopper towards third. Getting it is okay. The throw is in time, and Howell goes over to third base. 5-3 on that put out. And Avery Bettigrew will stand in. She struck out her first time. Bettigrew, right-handed batter, will stand in.
At the plate, we have Avery Bettigrew.
Cameron Luthi trying to get out of this fifth inning. The pitch right down the middle. Outfield shallow, but they do play her to pull, leaving left center field open. Pitch comes in. Foul back and out of play. Quickly 0-2. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-0 Lebanon. Single tallies in the first and second inning. Cameron Luthi picks up some dust, puts it on her hand, and now the ball. The pitch comes home, and a swing and a miss, and a strikeout. The third of the day, second of the inning for Luthi. No runs, no hits. A hit batsman, one left. Salem has stranded only 2 players in this game, and they trail Lebanon by a score of 2-0. We'll come back in 1 minute with the top of the sixth inning. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference. Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do. And for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. And if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
To the top of the sixth inning we go. Neva King will stand in. She has grounded out to first and flown out to center. 0 for 2 in the game and facing Micah Bobbitt. Right-hander versus right-hander, and the pitch comes in a little bit low, ball one with a change. Howell very far in at third base, way in as a matter of fact. For King. Pitch comes in, fouled at the plate off of Denise Stoner. Pitch was up, fouled down, straight off the shin guard. On deck, it'll be Gracie Waterman and then McKinley Roden. The 1-1, that's a strike on a straight change. 1-2 the count. Monday afternoon softball on KSMO Media. Bobbitt, the sign from Stoner, looks in. She's ready, and here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and another changeup. Got King out in front. Strikeout, if I'm not mistaken, is number 2 in the game. Yep, that's what it is. So Waterman will stand in. She is singled and flown out to left. Pitch comes in. That's a little bit outside. Ball one. They do play her just a bit to pull. Give her right center. As the pitch comes home, there's a little pop fly. Back is Bowers. She makes the catch. 2 down. Standing in is McKinley Roden. And the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Pettigrew has it, though to first. In time. 4-3 on the putout. Down in order goes Lebanon. 7 in a row set down by Bobbitt. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's getting late in the game. The Salem Lady Tigers trail Lebanon 2-0. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
There's end of summer savings at K&H Supply in Salem. Get Turtle Wax ceramic wash and wax or ceramic spray coating, $13.99 each. Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner for $4.99 and Purple Power hand cleaner for $2.99. K&H Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
To the bottom of the 6th we go. It'll be Olivia Hensley. Then the top of the order, Lady Tigers trailing it by 2. 2-0. Lebanon with a run in the first on a base hit by Luthi. That base hit, a little pop fly down the third base line. Then Katie Schneider got an off the fist base hit up the middle. And then Luthi was driven in on a base hit by Taylor Roden down the first base line, just out of the reach of the defenders. There's a strike to Hensley. Then the 2nd inning, a base hit by Waterman, a line-out double play by Roden, a base hit by Wilbanks, a walk to Luthi, then an RBI single by Katie Schneider to make it 2-0. That's where we stand here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch coming to Hensley, and that's in the dirt, back to the screen. 1-1, the count very shallow in center field for Hensley. Hensley not very big. Right now in center field, McKinley Roden standing very shallow. Pitch coming to Hensley. Here it is. There's a foul off to the right side, off the first base dugout. 1-2 for Olivia Hensley, who popped out to first base back in that 3rd inning. Hensley waits. The pitch from Luthi. Here it comes. Way high, all the way by the back screen. 2-2. Shadows coming off that dugout now down the first base line. And the utility pole starting to take a little line across the field. 2-2 pitch comes home. Ground ball towards short. McGowan gets it, scoops it, throws it. Nice play by Reagan Mcgowan. 6-3 on the putout. And Denise Stoner will stand in. Stoner's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to shortstop. Stands back in. From the right side, the pitch inside corner but missed. 1-0 to count. 6th inning action. Stoner waits. Luthi, the sign from her catcher Schneider, and it comes in a little bit low, 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning for the Lady Tigers. Nobody on. 1 down. Stoner waits the pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle. McCowan gets to it to throw to first just in time. 6-3 on that put out. 5 in a row set down by Luthi. Andrea Bray stands in. Bray 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch coming to Bray. That's a strike on the outside corner with a fastball. Two outs here in the 6th inning. Pitch to Bray. Grounder right back to the mound. Luthi has it, though the first retires the side here in the 6th inning. Nothing across for the Salem Lady Tigers. We go to the 7th inning with the score Lebanon 2, Salem nothing. Back in 1 minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital is a full-service hospital that features a 24/7 emergency room and a family clinic with several providers for all of your primary care needs. The Salem Hospital has been diligently addressing community needs by expanding their physical and occupational therapy facility and adding a new state-of-the-art 3D mammography machine, as well as a sleep disorder center. Salem Memorial District Hospital, your first choice for local high-quality health care at an affordable price. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Micah Bobbitt back to the pitching circle. She'll try and keep Lebanon right where they are to send this game to the bottom of the 7th inning. Right now, top of the 7th, 2-0 Lady Yellow Jackets. And this has been a very expediting game. 7 hits for Lebanon, just 1 for the Salem Tigers. That an RBI double. A double back in the 2nd inning. That was a leadoff double, not an RBI double. And Salem does not have a run as Bowers is trying to throw it out, trying to score in a wild pitch. The ball bounced right back to the catcher. Schneider tagged her out. And that's been the last chance for Salem. Here's a ground ball towards Howell. She has it. The throw to first is in time. Wilbanks grounds out 5-3. And to the top of the order we go with Cameron Luthi. Luthi, wearing number 21, is singled, walked, and reached on a fielder's choice. She is 1 for 2. With a run scored and a stolen base. Pitch comes home. There's a smash. Fair down the third base line. Luthi looking for second. Throw does come in, and she'll stop and go back on the single by Luthi. She is 2 for 3 today. Katie Schneider will stand in. She's 2 for 3. We're in the 7th inning, 1 down, 1 on. Schneider, with a couple of singles and lined out to short. Pitch to Schneider, here it comes. High fly ball, short center field, coming on is Bray. Bray makes the catch. 2 down, and we go to the number 3 hitter and Reagan Mcgowan. Mcgowan has popped out to Stoner twice and struck out. Gowan batting right-handed, deep in the box. Bends over. Looking for that pitch from Micah Bobbitt. Here it comes. It's on its way. That's high with a change. Ball 1. In the 7th for Salem will be Manthe Bowers and Howell. Lebanon trying to increase their lead. Salem trying to keep it right where it is. That one's high, 2-0. There's 2 down here in the 7th inning. A ground out by Wilbanks, a fly out by Schneider. Luthi with a base hit. 2-0, 2 down, 7th inning. The pitch, high fly ball down the left field line. That's going to go foul and over the side fence, out of play. Ball will drive to the edge of the creek. It does not go in. 2-1 to count to McGowan. McGowan 0 for 3 in this game. Waits on the right side. The pitch from Bobbitt. Here it comes. There's a high pop up down the third base line. Can anybody get to it? No. Bounces right off the fence. Right there by the gate here at the Salem City Park field. It's 2-2. 2 down. The deuces are wild. 2 runs for Lebanon and none for Salem. They've got a total of 8 hits in the game. And McGowan waits. The 2-2 count, 2 down, and here comes the pitch from Bobbitt. It's on its way. Here it is. Just outside, 3-2. Tried a straight change. The ball stayed outside. Reagan Mcgowan waits. The sign stretch the pitch. High pop-up foul backing out of play over toward the pavilion. That one is going to make it toward the creek. Ball was up in the eyes of Reagan Mcgowan. She tomahawked that one foul. Micah Bobbitt waits. McGowan leans over the plate, and here comes the 3-2 pitch. Grounder fair. That's right over the line and right over the bag. Going into the corner, Chapman trying to dig it out. Runner going to try and score. No play at home. And it'll be a double and makes it 3-0. McGowan put that right over the bag. An RBI double as Luthi comes all the way around to score. That is hit number 9 for them. So Taylor Roden will stand in. Base hit by Luthi. Double by McGowan. And Luthi will stop out at second base. Coach Carr going out to talk to his pitcher. Wow, Coach Crum will talk to his hitter. So we are in the 7th inning, 3-0 Lebanon. It's been a very good ball game, very well played for the most part. Salem without some of their key players, quarantined. And Roden's going to get the intentional walk. And Brooklyn O'Kane will stand in. She has popped out to short, flown out to center, flown out to right. Runners at first and second. A run in, 2 down. Pitch for the Brooklyn O'Kane. It's on its way from Bobbitt. Here it is. That's a strike. Standing at that plate. O'Kane waits. Bobbitt looks ready. Brings it way high, 1-1. Run in the first, run in the second. One now here in the 7th. 3-0 Lebanon. First and second, 2 down. The pitch to O'Kane. Here it is. That's a little high. 2-1. King is on deck. Brooklyn O'Kane waits. And the pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 3. Getting back up on that hill. It's Bob, but the pitch gets away, and it'll be ball 4. And the bases are loaded. An intentional walk followed by an unintentional walk. And so McGowan will be at third base. Roden will be at second. O'Kane will be down at first base for Neva King. King is grounded to first, flown out to center, and struck out. Bases loaded, 2 down here in the 7th inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. Looked for an off-speed pitch there, got the heat. King struck out her last time up. Bobbitt ready, brings it. It's a little bit low, 1-1. Tigers play King to play just ever so slightly. The pitch, tapping the plate off her foot, is quickly 1-2. Salem in there, bottom of the 7th, will have Manthe, Bowers, and Howell. Right now, they trail by 3. Bases loaded, 1-2 count, 2 down. 7th inning, the pitch by Bobbitt. Here it is. Chopper towards short. Bowers has it, a throw to third, and that force out retires the side. Getting thrown out 6-5. Don't always see that play, but it works. No runs. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 3 left. We have played 6.5. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The score is Lebanon 3, Salem nothing. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Savannah Manthe will lead things off here. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Facing Cameron Luthi, the pitch from Cameron. It's low and in, ball 1. So Tigers need a lot of base runners. They've had just 1 hit in the game. They've been given a walk, and they got 1 girl hit by a pitch. Only 3 runners in the contest for Salem. As the pitch comes in, high fly ball to deep left center field. Going back, and this one is going to one-hop the fence. Manthe will pull in with a double to lead things off. Didn't get all of it, but got a lot of it. And now Bowers will stand in. She also has doubled in this game. And she's grounded out to third. So a leadoff double. That's that run now in that 7th inning really hurts a little bit. See if Bowers can drive her in. Low and in the dirt. Just scooped there by Katie Schneider doing the catching for Lebanon. She's had a good game behind the plate. Made a great play to tag out Bowers, who was trying to score a wild pitch. As she got the rebound off the back tin here and was able to make the play at home. There's a ground ball in the short in the hole, off the glove of McGowan, and no play. Gowan may have tried to rush that a little bit. I'm going to give her a hit. She had to go to her backhand side, try to scoop it and pull it all together at one time so she could throw. Couldn't do it. Manthe couldn't move, and so it's first and second. Nobody out for Howell. Tying run stands at the plate. Pitch from Luthi. Swing and a miss. Late swing by Howell. Howell trying to hit that ball to right field. The pitch. Swing and a miss on one up and rise. Quickly 0-2. Kayla Howard on deck. Howell at the plate. She's been hit by a pitch and sacrificed, so she's 0 for 0. And swings at one in her eyes and strikes out. That ball was way too high, and she cut at it. And there's one down for Kayla Howard. Howard again, the tying run at the plate. Howard has struck out and walked. Pitch from Cameron Luther. Here it is, almost in the dirt low. I think it stayed out of the dirt, but still low and inside. Manthe at second. Bowers at first base. 3-0 Lebanon, bottom of the 7th inning, 1 out. Pitch to Cameron Howard. There's a line drive in the left center. That's a base hit. Here comes Manthe. She's going to score. Throw goes into third. Howard going for second base, and she's in. That's the tying run. Howard with an RBI single, and that makes it a 3-1 game. And that third run they got in the 7th inning really, really standing out now. Bowers got all the way around to third. That's no longer the tying run. Howard at second is the tying run for Kennedy Chapman, who has reached a fielder's choice and grounded out to third base. The scoring in this one goes back to the first for Lebanon. Leadoff single by Luthi. Schneider followed with a hit up the middle, both of those very soft hits, and Rowden's RBI single over first base, also a soft hit, but it made a 1-0 Lebanon. After a double play in the second inning, a single by Kaylin Wilbanks, then a walk to Luthi, and an RBI single by Schneider up the middle. Then in the 7th inning, after an out, a base hit by Luthi, a fly out, and with 2 down, McGowan got a hit, then reached on a fielder's choice, then a couple of intentional walks, and the run came in. The pitch, there's a strike on the outside corner, so 3-0, and now Tigers have gotten their first run on the RBI single by Kayla Howard. She's at second. Bowers at third. Howard the tying run. Chapman trying to tie it up here for the Tigers. A pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Pettigrew is next. Tigers again shorthanded due to the COVID quarantine. And the 0-2 pitch coming home. Topper towards short. McGowan gets it. Throw to first is in time, and no advancement by anybody. So Chapman grounds out 6-3. It's still 3-1 for Avery Pettigrew. Pettigrew has struck out twice. Pettigrew will stand in from the right side. 3-1, Salem trailing here, 7th inning, 2 down. I think we have a pinch hitter coming up, maybe. It does appear that way. Or we have just a pinch runner. Pinch runner, not a pinch hitter. Kinsley Owen will check in and run at second base for Howard. So Owen in the run, Pettigrew in the hit. Tying run at second base. 2 down, the pitch to Pettigrew. Swing and a miss. Good cut. Outfield very shallow for Pettigrew. Something in the gap would definitely tie it. The 0-1. Line drive up the middle. It's not hit very hard. A lot of spin to throw to first base in time to retire the side. That ball just died in the dust out there. And the second baseman, Peyton Jewell, picks it up and throws out Pettigrew to retire the side and give the Lebanon Lady Yellow Jackets a 3-1 win over the Salem Tigers. Tigers got a run in that 7th inning on 3 hits, and they left 2 on base, but could not get the tying run across in that 7th inning. So Salem loses it by a score of 3-1. They now fall to 3-7 on the year, and they have lost 6 straight games. We'll come back in 2 minutes with stats from this one. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Taxmasters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Taxmasters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Well, the Salem Tigers played a pretty good game today, even been shorthanded some players due to quarantine. They lose it to Lebanon, 3-1. Salem out-hit in the game 10-3, but still had a chance in that seventh inning. Got a run in, had two on, had the tying run at second base, just could not get the key hit, and loses it by a score of 3-1. Micah Bobbitt went 7 innings, gave up 10 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. It was Cameron Luthi going 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and she did hit 1 batter. Salem Tigers left 4 on in the game, and Lebanon left on 9 in the contest, as they had 4 girls with 2 hits in this game. Cameron Luthi 2 for 3, Katie Schneider 2 for 4, Reagan Mcgowan 2 for 4, and Kaylin Wilbanks 2 for 3 in the contest. Salem Tigers had Samantha Manthe with a double in the game. Ashton Bowers had 2 hits for the Salem A Tigers, and also getting a hit, Kayla Howard in that game, an RBI single in the contest. So Tigers will be getting a couple days off. They'll get a chance to go down to Dora on Thursday, and that game will be at 4:30 at Dora. When we come back in 2 minutes, we'll wrap things up. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Perfect. The color of the flowers. The whole place is amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Dent County history. Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
Lady Tigers fall to 3-7 on the season with a loss 3-1 today to Lebanon for the game today. Not a lot of scoring in this one. Lebanon got off to a 1-0 lead on a Cameron Luthi pop fly singled on the third base line, and then a Katie Schneider off the fifth single up the middle. That put runners at first and second and nobody out. Then Reagan Mcgowan popped up to Denise Stoner before Taylor Rowden hit a little pop fly right behind first base. It fell for an RBI single, and that made it 1-0. But then Micah Bobbitt pitched out of it with a pop-up by Brooklyn O'Kane to the shortstop, Ashton Bowers, and then a grounder down the first base line to Samantha Manthe on the line right at the bag. She fielded it and stepped on the bag for the final out. In the second inning, a leadoff single by Gracie Waterman for Lebanon, and then she was erased in a double play on a line drive by McKinley Roden down the third base line. Kaylin Wilbanks then got a single up the middle, a walk to Cameron Luthi, and then RBI single by Katie Schneider out in the left center, little pop fly, and that made it 2-0 before McGowan struck out. Then the pitchers took over. It was 7 in a row put down for the Lady Tigers, Bobbitt, and 7 in a row put down by Luthi for Lebanon. Lebanon did get an additional run in the seventh inning to make it 3-0 after a ground out by Kaylin Wilbanks. Cameron Luthi got a base hit. Schneider flew out to center, then a double by Reagan Mcgowan. That brought in a run, then to walks to Taylor Roden and Brooklyn O'Kane. That loaded the bases before Neva King ground into a fielder's choice. Then the Tigers got a leadoff double by Savannah Manthe in the seventh. A base hit by Bowers off the shortstop's glove. Made it first and second with nobody out. Howell struck out, and then Kayla Howard singled in the left center to bring in the run and make it 3-1. Kennedy Chapman then hit a ball to the shortstop, who threw out Chapman, not allowing the runners to move up, and then Pettigrew hit a humpback line drive that hit the dust near second base and just died right there, allowing Peyton Jewell to pick it up and throw her out. Earlier in the game, in the second inning, Ashton Bowers had a leadoff double, and Kristen Howell got her over to third base on a bunt. As Kayla Howard walked on a wild pitch, the ball hit the tin and came back as Bowers was trying to score on the wild pitch. And good job made by Katie Schneider to come off that with that ball off the tin. Was able to turn and dive and beat Bowers back to the plate on a tag. The umpire made sure she held on to the ball. When she did, called her out. That was a big play in this game, as it turns out. It would have been the tying run at third base in the seventh inning, but didn't end up that way. 3-1, it was Lebanon winning it. So the Lady Tigers will go to door with a 3-7 record, and the losers to 6 straight. But they played a very, very good game today against a pretty good Lebanon Lady Yellow Jacket team. Nothing to hang your head about today. 3-1, they lose this one here at the Salem City Park. Thank you all for joining us for Lady Tiger Softball right here on KSMO Media. For those on the radio side, we have Cardinal Baseball's pregame with the Milwaukee Brewers coming up in just a moment. Part of that, we'll join that in progress. And for those waiting for our next broadcast or streaming, that will come Thursday night when the Salem Lady Volleyball Tigers will be hosting the Willow Springs Lady Bears Thursday night. And we'll be there at the high school gym to bring you that varsity contest here on KSMO Radio. And then on Friday night, obviously, it will be Salem Tiger football from Ava, Missouri. And we'll be there to bring that one to you as well on KSMO Radio and on the KSMO streaming sites and our Facebook, KSMO Stream, our Twitch page, which is at ksmoradio.com, and our Listen Live, and on our YouTube page. We hope you'll join us for one of those games on one of those, or listen back after the game. Go back and see what you might have missed and listen in and watch on KSMO Media. For Stacy, for Ben, for Krista, my name is Stan Stevens, and for Jim back at the station, again, thank all of you for joining us on KSMO Media for Salem Lady Tiger softball. Have yourselves a great evening. Good night from the high school softball field at the Salem City Park.
Right here on KSMO. Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports, right here on KSMO. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by these fine sponsors: the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, Duncan Family Chiropractic, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Tax Masters, American Family Insurance, Calvin Malone Agent, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Town and Country Insurance, Southtown Furniture, and State Farm Insurance Cameron Irway Agent. Be sure and follow us on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Plus, visit us online at ksmoradio.com for more Salem Tiger Sports right here on